On the off chance anyone from ISIS, ISIL, Daesh, the Taliban, or any other paramilitary organizations and or lone wolves currently affiliated with the religion of peace are watching, I have a question. Just what is it that you're fighting for? As far as I can tell, we, that is to say, Western nations, have already surrendered to Islamist extremism. Well, perhaps surrender is a tad extreme, but it seems we've already acquiesced to just about every Islamist demand vis-a-vis the reasonable accommodation chestnut. Really, there's no reason to fight it anymore because, well, I don't know what you're fighting for anymore. Let's take some inventory as documented in recent rebel posts, shall we? You want segregated public swimming pools in accordance with Sharia law? You got it. You want gender apartheid mosques in publicly funded secular schools? No problem. You want variances to food safety laws when it comes to animal slaughter? Chow down. You want to vote with a full identity concealing burqa on? Hey, happy Halloween. And should an Islamist want yet even more reasonable accommodation, we serve to please, be it a human rights commissioner or a police chief or a judge or a politician or a school board trustee. All you have to do is engage the "Oh Islam, oh Muhammad" shtick, and the Western world is your oyster, assuming oysters aren't haram. If they are, I apologize. Wouldn't want to be insensitive after all. How odd it is that our defeat didn't result from a great war or even a prolonged Cold War. We did it to ourselves. I think once upon a time we would have called such fifth columnists traitors. Today, the domestic allies of Islamism are called progressives or liberals or social justice warriors. For some uncanny reason, the left has hitched its ideological wagon to Islamist zealots as opposed to Islamic moderates. Apparently, voices of reason in the Muslim world, such as Tariq Fatah and Ayan Harsi Ali, are dismissed as being so many Uncle Toms. Weird. And as the Taliban once said of the U.S. presence in Afghanistan, the Americans have the watches, we have the time. Which is to say, Islamists are a patient lot. Slowly, ever so slowly, the line moves. Islamists will only become further emboldened in the future as demographic trends play out. If Western women are too busy to bother having bambinos anymore, Islamist women have no such concerns, judging by Muslim birth rates. And if Fatima is having trouble making ends meet with 4, 5, or 6 future jihadists to feed, hey, no problem. Generous social assistance programs will allow her to stay home and pump out yet more soldiers of Allah. Oh, they blow up so quickly these days, don't they? The writing is on the wall. The Muslim population in Europe was 4% in 1990. It was 6% in 2010, and by 2030, Muslims are projected to make up 8% of Europe's population. You see where this is going. Maybe Yasser Arafat was right when he said the womb could be used as a biological weapon. And this isn't 1940. There's no Winston Churchill telling the enemy that we shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender. Instead, we have the leader of the free world, President Obama, unable to even utter the words radical Islam. We've got French President Manuel Valls saying after the latest atrocity in Nice that terrorism is simply the new normal. We even had the mayor of Cologne, Henriette Recker, admonishing her fellow woman after the New Year's Eve sexual assault-a-palooza event. You know, those unwanted sexual advances were kind of the fault of the homegrown Frauleins, given they failed to stay an arm's length away from all those horny migrants. I think that used to be called blaming the victim. Bottom line, as far as I can tell, Sharia law might not be the official law in Western nations, but it surely exists on an unofficial basis. So again, I address all the Islamist terrorist organizations out there. What are you fighting for? There's really no need to kill any more innocent people. You won, we lost. Sometimes you employed terror, other times you played the victim card. Meanwhile, our politicians and professors and policymakers, well, they responded to your tactics by committing cultural suicide. Congratulations. Well played, sir. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of The Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.